Hey guys, Annie D here, anniesimplelife.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to show you a quick and easy quinoa soup recipe. So what we have is a half a cup of quinoa. I already tossed that in my pan. I already rinsed and drained this in the sink. 4 cups of vegetable broth. Typically that's 1 carton that you can buy in the supermarket. 2 cups of mixed vegetables. 1 small onion chopped. About a tablespoon or so of chopped garlic, a dash of sea salt, dash of black pepper, dash of red pepper flakes, and then we're going to add some balsamic white vinegar to the end. So all I've done is dump my quinoa into my pan, and I'm going to add the rest of my vegetables to that. Just dump them all in. Turn my heat on to medium, stir them around, then we're going to pour in our 4 cups of vegetable broth. Generally it's just the whole carton. Now quinoa it looks like a grain, but really it's a seed, and I guess it originated from Peru. But you can find it in any supermarket. The one that I typically buy is the Trader Joe's organic quinoa. This is about $3.99, I want to say, for the whole box. And a serving for this is 1/4 cup of quinoa. And it's a good staple in vegetarian diets because there's a lot of protein. In 1/4 cup of quinoa, there's 5 grams of protein. And it kind of cooks up like a rice would. It just puffs up. So you want to make sure you have the extra stock in here. The 4 cups will really leave you with enough stock to have a soup. I'll just stir this around, and I'm going to add in, how much? Not too much salt, because it looks like there's some salt in my stock. So I'm actually going to leave the salt out until I taste it once everything's kind of set up a little bit. But I am going to put in the crushed red pepper flakes. This will give it a little bit of heat. Stir that in. I'm going to go ahead and put my heat up to high until we start to get it simmering. And then you'll want to simmer this until your quinoa cooks, and you'll know when your quinoa cooks because it'll turn translucent and it'll have a little kind of rim on the outside of it. Typical quinoa, it cooks up pretty quickly, 10 to 15 minutes generally. So once we get this simmering, it'll probably be about 10-15 minutes when it starts to really get cooked, and it'll start to thicken up too. So we'll come check on it in a couple of minutes. So 10 minutes has passed, and you can see it's really thickened up some. I'm going to show you. You can see the quinoa. This isn't a really good camera to do a close-up, but it's become translucent and has a little rim around the outside. That's how you know it's finished. And it's thickened up pretty considerably. And only about 10 minutes time. Simmer time anyway. Alright, so the last thing that we're going to do is add in our vinegar. This is Trader Joe's white balsamic vinegar. This is a really good vinegar. I was actually pleasantly surprised with this. Really inexpensive too. Just enough to kind of give it a little bit of flavor. You could also add either lime or lemon juice. Any acidic type of juice would be fine. Orange may be a little too sweet, but lime, lemon, or vinegars, what you want. And then I also am going to put in, I didn't originally say this, I'm going to put in some cilantro leaves. I'm just going to give it a good sprinkle on the top here. You can use this as a garnish if you want. I'm just going to put it in the whole soup because I love cilantro. So I'll just let that simmer a little bit. Get the leaves dispersed here. And then what I'm going to do when I pour my bowl is I'm going to top it with some slices of avocado. You could also top it with cheese if you eat cheese. I find the avocado, it adds a little bit of a creaminess that's really good. And I didn't need to add salt, and it's really ready to go. So thanks for joining me. This is Annie D, anniesimplelife.blogspot.com. Come back and see me real soon.